Hello, England. Well, as you probably know, you might have met me recently as I've been walking around the streets doing my own little campaign. My name is Paul Thurlow, aka Liam Feeling. I was going to use the name Liam Feeling to protect my niece's identity because she has autism and I don't want her to be bullied at school. She's 16 and she's the most beautiful little girl you could ever meet, like so many of the children I've met recently. But recently, I've noticed one thing. This country is in a lot of trouble and we need to support the police, support the government, support people that are doing crime. They need to be educated, not put in prisons, yeah? We need to help the police because they're running around all day like silly people, and some of the police are very, very nice, by the way. It's just about 20% of them are arseholes, ignorant arseholes who need educating. And then even after educating, there'll be 5% that are bad, because in every life there's bad and good. Now I know a lot of people in the traveller community that are very good friends to me. I know a lot of black people that are very good friends to me. I have a few Asian males friends. I have friends all over the world. And now it's time for Great Britain to become great again. And we, the people, are going to empower ourselves, because I'm not having this meow drug from the young children I know ripping off little 14-year-olds' heads in skateboard parks, 21-year-old grown men off their face on alcohol. And one of them is a very talented rapper who I know and is a friend, and I'm going to change his life and take his life away from a life of crime, because I've had enough of seeing all these kids being bullied. I've had enough of seeing very decent young kids I know of about 18 and 17 sat on top of a roof where convicted ex-child offenders, which through no fault of their own, are having seeds planted in their heads, because they're all beneath them, girls and men, or young lads of 16 to 18 age group. Well, that's not acceptable for neither of them, and there's an empty building round the corner that's been sat derelict for 3 years called the Old Orleans in Guildford, Surrey, and I've asked them what they'd like to do, and they said one half of that they'd like an MMA mixed for 16 to 24-year-olds, and the other half they'd like dancing for girls and mixed as well, and beautician bit for the girls. Well, you tell me what you think, yeah, because I can't do this on my own, and if we don't start doing something now, we're in a lot of trouble. I see the other night, the person I said was a good rapper, he was drunk off his head, bullying a very innocent man on the train, and it's not acceptable. The man done absolutely nothing wrong, and he was shaking and white with fear. I spoke to the boy the next day when he was sober, and he said, really? He said, the man must have done something to me. I said, he didn't, brother. He done absolutely nothing. It's because of the alcohol. Well, I lost my 3 daughters because the mum was an alcoholic. All I tried to do was stop her being an alcoholic. She loved her daughters and her daughters loved her. And I never once let her see her daughters drunk. And through a little bit maybe of naivety, maybe that's not quite the right word, but I hope you know what I mean, I tried to help someone. That's all I done, and I lost my daughters. They're the most beautiful, free, precious things in my life. I'm going to try to change an adoption law because I've done nothing wrong. I was the best daddy in the world. And every social worker said that, the legal guardian knows that. And because of black and white and paper, and there's a lot of people that aren't nasty, horrible people to their kids, I understand why they've done it, because it's in law, black and white. But the law ain't right to every single one of us, and I know there's a lot of people out there that ain't done nothing wrong. And I only want good people when I start this. I don't know what, you help me, I need help now, what should we do? I've got an idea for the youth, yeah, and what I've started a youth thing across the world. And in France, you're calling it the French Evolution, Vive l'Evolution. In Greece, I've got people out there starting it. Where I live, I've started a coach trip for the elderly because I watched my neighbours across the road, 64-year-old man, hello Bob, and a 78-year-old lady called Peggy, hello Peggy. Yeah, I've gone and talked to them. I've gone and spoke to them because I've watched them go crazy from my window when I do my washing up, yeah. And they are both beautiful people who've gone crazy because they're lonely, no one to talk to. And you know why they've got no one to talk to? Because they have a wall, paper thin wall at that, separating them. And no one's took the time to say, are you okay? Well, I have, but it ain't helped because they unfortunately didn't like each other. But that happens every day. Bob now is getting injections up his bum. And yeah, Bob, you are a little bit crazy. That's because you was on your own too long, okay? And we need to help you and educate you. Anyway, if you know of any help that we can do for these young people, because in Guildford the other day, my ex-best friend, I don't want to say his name, he's now up an attempted murder charge because off of his face on Meow Meow, he opened someone's neck up from there to there. A very innocent man, I've been told from the story. And I must say, this is only what I've heard, and it could all be wrong. I hope it is. I hope, Matty, you didn't... I know I can't say his name, but I hope you didn't do it. Yeah? I really do. I also heard that you was a ex-child sex offender, like I told you, man to man. And I told everyone around Guildford, everyone said, nah, apart from one girl. Yeah, and you know who you are, and you said, yes, he definitely is. I think we're right. Because another best friend of mine has found out that he probably is definitely right, but I don't know that. But if he is, I don't want him near my kids. Yeah, because they're not with me now, I can't protect them until I change the law on adoption, and I will. And I want us to empower ourselves. I've met a real lot of good people recently, really good people, and work in fish and chip shops, betting shops, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, and they're not even getting the minimum wage, and they've had enough. And I've met about 3,000 people, and this is our time. You know, we need to stop the bullying. I've run all the bullies out of Guildford over the last week, and I'm going to do a video about that. And I'm going to do a few I don't know, 1 or 2 uploads every day, I guess, because I've been struggling filming with this technology because I left school at 12. But just because I left school at 12, it doesn't mean I'm stupid, because I'm not. And now it's my time. I'm 38, and I am going to do something good in my life. I'm never going to do crime again. And I don't care if you do crime, come and talk to me man to man, because I'll have a good bit of advice for you, I hope. Yeah, and it might change your life, make you very rich, who knows. But anyway, hope to see you all and speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.